Good afternoon, everyone. Mr. D here on this Wednesday, May 31st, 2023. So we're kind of in a middle week or a week where we have not had weigh-ins in the past week. We didn't have weigh-in on Monday because of the Memorial Day holiday, but we're here, and that's the best thing to say about it. We're in a different mindset, we're in a different frame, and as such, I'd like to take a few moments today on this Wellness Wednesday to close out Mental Health Month. As we know, Mental Health Month has been an awareness month for decades, about 5 decades now. And I think if anything about my mental health, I've learned a lot in May for being Mental Health Month and accepting my mental health for what it is and practicing radical acceptance. And even that includes being consistent with your medication and knowing that it is important to remain consistent with your medication. I would say if we were here sitting in this, I was doing a vlog. If you look back at my vlog, my Wellness Wednesday update from last week, you wouldn't see a completely different person. And we're 6 days in today. So that tells you, well, we'll be seven tonight, but that tells you that, we're really taking our mental health seriously. And I think for the first time, probably in a very long time, I'd say at least 4 years or more, that I've actually been consistent like this and actually followed through with something. I think sometimes you have to have reality hit and you have to have reality strike hard. Reality hits, and I mean, I've been having a series of events over the past month, and I think sometimes you have the final blow and you understand that if you don't fix things and make them right, that if you don't do what you're supposed to do and just try to have a good, enjoyable summer or a good, enjoyable time that you can have, um, you know, you don't have to worry about the small stuff in life. You don't have to worry about making issues out of things or making mountains out of molehills. And I got to thinking last week, I said, you know what? I can make this one heck of a summer if I really wanted to. I don't have a lot of issues or stress or anything in my life, but when I was not taking care of myself by not medicating properly, I was not doing the things that I needed to do to take care of my life. And, that made me realize, if I really just tried to be consistent with my medication regimen for over the summer and see how that really goes and how that really affects me, you know, maybe there's a chance, things will start to be better. And, maybe we won't have any issues or any qualms or any stressful moments about things. Um, maybe we can just enjoy and coast through the summer with ease and no issues and very minimal issues because we've taken a long time to get here. We've taken a long time to get out of the stressors of our life, the things of the finding family dynamic that we had. And it's not saying nothing negative about the family dynamic. It's actually I have two great loving parents, and they were just here about 2 hours ago, and they put in a new air conditioner for me today. That's why I'm late, a little later on the update, but we're here. And sometimes we don't recognize, how easier things are if we allow them to be and accept them for what they are. And actually, I am in a good place. I'm in a good spot mentally, um, with my mental health, and I'm doing what the right thing, at least for now. And we'll see how it goes over the next few months. But I think the thing that I learned today, even as I went for a psych nurse visit, was consistency is key. It's important to remain consistent in your mental health treatment. If you're saying you're not having consistency, if nothing's working, or you're having the same issue, you're not being consistent. And that was one of the hardest things. I think of was some of the you sometimes you have to have the lessons in life and understand that, maybe things are working for the better and that you have to be honest about your treatment and what's working, what's not, or if you're doing the right things or if you're not doing the right things. You just need to be consistent and honest with yourself. And I think that's where I've came in the last week. I think I've just accepted that if I'm not honest with myself, then I'm only harming myself when I'm not taking care of myself properly and not doing the right things that I need to do. I mean, it's reality. I mean, do I want to spend the summer being miserable and awful and, just nasty about things and be nasty to the others around me, or cause more incidences, or have more negative reactions towards others when there's no need for that? Absolutely not. I just want to have a easy-go-lucky summer, and the weather has been perfect so far the last few weeks. So I guess, maybe I think I've just come to an epiphany that, hey, I want to have a good summer just like everybody else in the world entitled, or neurotypical or autistic. And yes, autism is across the bear in life, but I can get through it, and I can make those challenges and get through life. I mean, yes, I have to admit that the weight factor of it is not 100% perfect, but I've lost 5 pounds over 2 months. So that definitely tells me something that I have been doing right, whether I like it or not. I may have not have been perfect on my regimen, but I'm getting back on, and I've been eating like crazy this week. My weight's up, I know it is, but I guess accept the fact that I don't have to eat everything, and I don't have to long on everything. So it's just being honest with yourself and accepting what is, and getting through life, day by day, and sometimes hour by hour. But, trying to have a good week and end Mental Health Month on a good note, and work to get a better summer. I think that's where it is, because this week was Memorial Day, and I'm actually feeling good for a change for in a very long time. And I don't always see that, and I don't always say that, but we're finally making a direction or a change for the better, and it seems to be turning a whole lot better. So I just wanted to, come on and say that, if hold on, if you're not being honest with yourself, or you're not being honest with your mental health professionals, you're not going to get anywhere. And if you haven't sought help out yet, please do. I mean, there's no shame in mental health. There's no shame or no disappointment in going to get services. There's also, many ways now than there was when I first was diagnosed with autism over 25 years ago. You can actually go and see a doctor. I mean, many cases you can go see a person one time, or you can just, go see him one time and then be set up with telehealth thereafter. So, it may be that one-time minor inconvenience for a continued, service that you can get on the internet. So, I think we all look into ways that are, there's many ways that things can be sought out or had, and in a way, met with your needs. There's plenty of services out there. I've been through some of them in my life. So, you just have to find what works for you. And there's ever, never, ever no shame in getting help. And your health's not perfect without mental health. So, I think that's important to close Mental Health Month knowing that. And it's been a good mental health month, I'll admit. So, I think I'm turning a corner, and I'm gonna have this one heck of a summer. I'm finally settled in my new apartment, and life is actually good right now. And I need to be happy for myself. I need to accept things. And I'm accepting things that just are a part of things right now, whether I like them. I mean, well, I shouldn't say whether I like them or not, but they just are what they are at the present moment. And, whether I agree with them or not, I just have to roll with the punches sometimes and accept them for what they are. And that's what radical acceptance is. I can't be angry, and I can't be upset at other people for what I can't control. And I think it took a long time to accept that. So with that being said, I think I'm going to jump off of here. I got plenty to do today. I have a lot of plans in mind, but I did want to close out Mental Health Month with this being the last Wednesday of the month and the last day of the month, on a right mindset for hopefully a better plan to be on the scale next week, and hopefully make a change over the next 5 days for the better. So again, thank you for listening. Be sure to have a good day now. Take care of yourself.